Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. I got my main man, Fleece Johnson, in the house. What's up, Fleece?
How you doing, my brother?
You gonna talk low today?
Nah, I'm gonna talk.
Okay. Let me break something down for everybody for a few seconds here. Over at Vladtv, he had a couple interviews, one with Aries Spears and one with Boosie, where he talked about not having Fleece on his show, not going through with the interview because he claims that he has the records and the proof that Fleece actually got convicted of sexual assault charges in prison when he was in there. So I wanna play this first video with Aries Spears. I'm hoping his cell phone works in his room. Of him interviewing Aries and gets Fleece's reaction to what he says. So I'm gonna give the phone to him. I'm gonna push play. I hope I don't get copyright. You won't be able to see it, but you might be able to hear some of it.
Yeah, I just hear it.
No, I'm gonna play it for you. You're gonna be able to
All right.
watch it. I'm talking to the audience. Yeah. Hold on.
I want to address the whole culture vulture thing because something interesting just happened recently. Did you ever watch the Boondocks, the Booty Warrior episode?
I did a couple voiceover sessions for it, but I never really watched it.
It was this guy it was based on this character named Fleece Johnson. It was this guy that was a rapist in prison. But it's like, booty is more important than water.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that clip. That guy, yeah.
He's out of prison now. His name is Fleece Johnson. He did a bunch of years in prison. He's out. And we were offered that interview. We actually had an interview set up. And we were going to do it. And me listen, I was a character in the Boondocks as well. I'm a Boondocks super fan. And, this whole thing played out in the Boondocks. He was a character and everything else like that. It was funny, whatever else. And I always kind of assumed that, okay, this guy was just playing a role. He's trying to scare kids, whatever else. But in the process of actually going through the research and the notes, I'm realizing that this guy actually is a serial prison rapist. He actually was convicted in prison for raping men. And I just said, I'm not doing this interview. I'm not going to give a male rapist, a gay rapist, a platform. Like, I just don't want this in my catalog. I don't want to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I know it would get millions of views, right? So if I was a culture vulture, I would say, fuck it. It's all about the money.
Well, if that was your moral ground,
that was my moral ground, and I just said
fine.
I'm not going to do it.
But if you chose to do the interview, I wouldn't necessarily look at it that way. I mean, that's just journalistic. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at would Barbara Walters have done an interview that spicy? Would I don't know? Once upon a time ago, Dan Rather have done an interview with some sort of third world dictator / murderer? Maybe so.
Listen,
in terms of journalistic integrity and
I got you.
Adding to your resume,
I got you.
I wouldn't shit on you for that.
I got you. And we all have a line. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, if this was, I don't know, the president of some country that got accused of rape and it's like, there's a bigger story here, then yeah, I get it. But at the end of the day, I just started thinking about the situation, about listen, like how many young men ended up going to prison because they, played around with a gun or did something stupid. They got 6 months in prison in Kentucky. They were going to just do their time, come out, and just go back to society and go to college. And then this guy comes along. And they get raped by this man in prison. Probably repeatedly. Think about what that did to their lives.
Go ahead and stop it,
You know what I'm saying? Having to deal with that.
Yeah, I want to, before you respond, I'm gonna go ahead and play because I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Nah, I don't want to see no more.
You don't want to see the one with Boosie?
Nah, fuck that.
What do you think?
I speak?
Without the cussing, yeah.
This is what I'm going to say. Vlad, hey, you a trip, man. Here's the point. Your concern ain't whether or not I'm a serial rapist or not. You done already put that out there that I am. You done already confessed to my loyal fans that you was a character in that Boondock stuff that said I was a rapist. So like you said, you got millions of views. So here I am talking, it never happened. Opposed to you saying it did happen. So you did not only the arithmetic on it, you did the financial on it. Why should I bring him on my show denying what I know he didn't do that will destroy all the fake stuff I said he did do that is generating, making you money? You didn't want me on the show basically because of that you felt like it would demote you, take away all the crap that you done put out there. You done played them episodes in Boondocks saying I'm this and that, and I'm not. Now you confronted with the real person, telling the real truth, and you feel like it would take away from your broadcast. Buddy. If you got proof, show it. You ain't got no proof because I ain't did it. That's how I know you ain't got no proof. You ain't got no record. I dare you. Anybody show a record where I ever had been accused of a sex crime. Just accused of it. There has never been a complaint issued on me nowhere, prison or out of prison, of me ever sexually assaulting or sexually trying to assault anybody, male or female, in my whole life. And Vlad, you know that. You know the truth is coming out. And you know what, buddy? You was wrong for betraying that character on Boondocks. You did it without my consent.
No, he wasn't in that particular episode.
Well, whatever episode he was in, just running your mouth. Running that big mouth of yours without my consent. You wrong, man. You know, I got a family too. You know, I done lost almost every job I tried to work out here in society as a free man because you idiot, you nasty white people is putting this stuff on the internet to make you money, claiming that I'm a serial rapist and all that. It don't make sense, bro. What do you think of prison? You think we got cowards in our prisons here in Kentucky? You think any man can come in Kentucky prison and just rape everybody? Nobody can do that. They'll kill him. So here's the thing. Why is so many people running up on my family out here, my loved ones, from prison, telling them I saved their life while they was in prison? Because of me, they wouldn't be out here. Did you know that, Vlad? If you go into the penal system, you won't hear nothing but people bragging about me, bro. That I give a shirt off my back. I helped everybody, prisoners. And out here in the streets, while you fronting, man, I done fed so many homeless people in my neighborhood, took them in, gave them showers, gave them money, fed them meals. I'm known. So all this stuff you trying to say, man, you wrong. And as far as you interviewing me, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it because you fake and you ain't no good. And you allow. And I would not accept $1 million interview from you. I wouldn't. Man, I'd rather smack you in your face, bro. Believe that. If you ever stood before me, I would smack you up out of your chair. All right, this is me again. You know, my fans, man, I always try to keep y'all real updated on stuff, right? You know, that used to be an issue. I used to hear all this stuff about Viagra. You know, the pills they sell to make you get hard and all this stuff. I wonder about it. See, I go to the root. I don't go to the middle of a problem. I go to the root of it. I found out. I'm sure everybody done ate cornflakes before. But do you know the ingredients of flake of corn? There's a man called Kellogg. I want y'all to Google Kellogg, the maker of cornflake. Kellogg's. Google Kellogg's, the maker of cornflake, the history. And it's going to tell you that cereal was created for one reason. I mean, he was a religious fanatic. He was crazy, for real. He created a cereal that he thought can sterilize you, a male. Can reduce your urge to have sex, can make your thing go limp, keep it limp. And matter of fact, to show you that I'm telling the truth, I looked it up the day before I came out here to make sure that, like, listen. Okay, watch this. Come on. Kellogg's, the maker, history of cornflakes. Hold up. Make a history of corn. Here it goes.
According to Kellogg's, 1906, W.K. Kellogg opened the Battle Creek Toasted Cornflake Company and carefully hired his first 44 employees. Together, they created the initial
This is the history. They created a cornflake that they said right here, it's to stop you from masturbating. Really, it's to stop you from getting aroused. You know, take away your male's arousal. And don't you know, here's what I can't understand. Wait a minute. Kellogg's history of making of cornflakes. I want to read this to you.
According to National Inventors Hall of Fame, Kellogg was working with his brother Will on a new kind of wheat meal for patients at the sanitarium when the process that result.
Okay, here we go. They said that this man, the purpose of creating Kellogg was to stop your sexual arousal. And he was a religious man, and he worked with his brother, and they created something that they feel will help people spiritually to deal with sexual arousal. And he was, and so we got a situation nowadays where these ladies, they wonder what's wrong with their man. They lay there, put on these nice little outfits and spray themselves with perfume and, you know, exciting stuff, and he can't get it up. He can't get it up. We eat a lot of foods that we don't even realize some of it is meant to take away sexual arousal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that's the truth, man. And now I want to talk about these ladies, man, the changes that I've seen in ladies as compared to before I went to prison, man. I see like, before I went to prison, ladies was like, boys did all the fighting, acting up in school and all that. I come out after doing that 40. Most the ladies I run into are lesbians. They are lesbians. They fight hard, fight worse than men. And they've done flipped everything over. But I want to say this to y'all, man. I know y'all curious in my Agent probably don't want me to speak on this, but I got to, because I want to. I'm not out here alone right now, man. I got a wife. Now, I want to say this, man. Me and her talked about it. I've been married 4 years. My wife loves me, bro. She heard all this negative stuff of booty man, this and that. My wife's a good woman. She done worked in banks and everything. Church going lady. She don't care about this filthiness talk. She knows she got a good husband. I support her, being with her through good and bad times. Never denied her, never put my hands on her. I don't cuss her. I treat her like a respectable, good-natured black woman. That's what I do. You know. Now, I ain't gonna make no lie about it. When I was in prison, whoever's my woman, I'm gonna treat you with respect. If I had a man in prison that became my woman, I'm gonna treat him with respect. But I'm a man of respect, man. The community I live in, they ain't got no but love for me, man. You know, I help a lot of people. Now I'm being helped, you know. And I want to say this, man, this agent I got, you know, I done seen a lot of black men in America. I done went through Farrakhan, Martin Luther King, Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Denzel, a whole bunch of role model type. This brother here doing this interview, he's tight, man. He's real. You know, he's the only man in his life I listened to, I've ever listened to. I want to just give him his props, bro. He's real. Good brother. Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. You ain't gotta explain it though.
I know I don't. You know, I was just sitting there talking to my agent, man. Everybody's wondering why the internet is trying to discredit me. Trying to make people think I'm crazy, booty man. I'm right bad about it. I know too much. They trying to fix it now, but when I speak, they're going word after next one. I say, he's a booty, no, who please? Let me tell you something. I know things that'll shake his whole country, man. I'm giving you an example. The world. Have anybody ever wondered how many gay people is in the world, male and female? What's the population total? Well, there's reported there's 7 billion people in the world. It's record 1 billion people are gay. Let me show you how white people's doing it. I didn't realize until I started doing a little traveling after I got out of prison. I ain't been in too many places. You know, I've been in Minnesota, Chicago, Atlanta, Indianapolis, you know, little small places. I ain't never been out New York and all that places yet. I ain't seen the lights. But I've seen enough to know. Here's what they're doing. It's called social economics. Have you ever went to some place like you black ladies out there, y'all wonder, all these niggas is gay. That's how black ladies talk. Every black, that's the first thing they ask now. Are you gay? Do you like white girls? Some of the 2 main questions black ladies want to answer. Here's why. They say we going for an interview. See, they got a structure here in America, a secret society thing. Let me tell you who they are first. Before I get to that. We go into the interview, and let's say it's 3 black males, three black men qualified for the job. Out of the 3, 1 is gay. let's say the qualified is more qualified than him, but they give it to the gay person. They give him a lot of positions to gay black men now. Not because they qualify for the job or they happen to like the gay people, but because they trying to promote something in society that this is what black men have turned into now. A bunch of gay niggas. That's why these black girls is running to these white men. These white men are setting their stage up like that. They taking hand-picking and putting gay people in power, like showing our black kids that this is what we are. A gay race of people. See, I done already seen through all this, man. Just like I seen through all them talk shows where we'll give you a talk show if you spit on each other, or throw drinks in each other's face, or jump over the table. They want the black children to learn that type of behavior, adapt it. And these blacks, they take them jobs. They know what it's doing. They know it's generating. They don't care about destroying their neighborhood. They don't care about their own roots. And you got the nerve to sit there and talk about me. Y'all ain't got no roots, bro. None of you. I can tell you some stuff. I can go from Michael Jordan all the way down. If I would give a person a shirt over my back, and if I had a lot of money, when I take care of me, my family, and those I love, I take care of people, bro. It makes no sense a person have $1 billion and not be out there trying to help people. See, greed done destroyed this country, and what is happening is what you're seeing. See, that's in the gospel of Jesus, right? Nation will rise against nation. Look at the word nation. Ain't no S on earth. I mean, the nation gonna rise against itself, within itself, like they doing now, protesting, everybody's clashing with each other. It's gonna be more happening. But here's what I want everybody to know. What he came to do, he done. When he finished, he went back to where he came from to wait. I don't even have to tell you who I'm talking about or whatever. You know what I mean. See, I'm a little smarter than the people say I am. And I tell the truth, man. I'm not going to get up there and try to destroy this country, bro, like the politicians doing. You know, they talk about me being a booty man, and it's a lie. But even if I was, what's more important? What's going on out there in the streets right now? This president race coming up is going to be the turning point. It's going to be the most important about all the president races. Because if the Republicans get it, it's chaos, bro.